Hey, what's up my fellow YouTubers, Grant, otherwise known as Mr. Octopi here, and I have a question for you guys. This is a mathematical question, and I want to get your opinion on this. So, mathematically speaking, does 0.9 repeating equal 1? Now think about it for a little bit. I mean, 0.9 repeating is really just 0.9 that repeats infinitely. Never ends, and technically speaking, if you type in the calculator, you do 0.999, like 10 times or so, on the calculator it'll show up as 1. But really, that's only just because it rounds it. I mean, the calculator doesn't have time to print out, 500 nines on the screen. This just doesn't do that. So it makes it easier and just rounds it to whatever, like the millionth power or whatever the heck it does, the billionth power. Not the billionth power, the billionth place, whatever. So, can't use those standards, but look at it this way. Imagine this. I'm calling this the mindfuck Pentagon, and this is why. So let's start off with a simple question. What is 1 over 3? 1 over 3 equals 0.3 repeating. Mathematically speaking, that is a fact. 1 over 3 equals 0.3 repeating. Now, let me ask you something like this. What does 1 over 3 times 3 equal? Now, that turns out to be 3 over 3, which equals 1. So, 1 over 3 times 3 equals 1. A little bit further, what does 0.3 repeating, which is really just 1 over 3, if you multiply that by 3, what does it equal? 0.9 repeating. That's what you get, 0.9 repeating. Now, one small step further, and we will get to the point where what is 0.9 repeating divided by 3, which equals 0.3 repeating. That sets up for the base of everything. Now, let's get to the final thing. What is... Whoa. Wait a second, guys. That doesn't make any sense. Because if 1 over 3 equals 0.3 repeating, and 1 over 3 times 3 is 1, and 0.3 repeating, which is really just 1 over 3 times 3, equals 0.9 repeating, that means 0.9 repeating equals 1. The hell? That doesn't make any sense. Okay. 1 over 3 equals 0.3 repeating. And you just... So really, 0.9 repeating equals 1. But all of you know, 0.9 repeating really doesn't equal 1. It's just 0.9 repeating. It doesn't get to the point of 1. If you keep on having a place, you never actually get there, you just keep on having it. I think. At least, for 0.9, it shouldn't equal 1. But using this method, 0.9 repeating equals 1. Let me show you this right here. Look at this. 0.9 repeating equals 1. Let me prove it another way. So, let's take 1 over 9. Okay. Let's add 8 over 9. What is 1 over 9 plus 8 over 9? That is 9 over 9, which means 1 over 9 plus 8 over 9 equals 1. In another way, what is 1 over 9 plus 8 over 9? That's also 0.9 repeating. Because while I don't know 1 over 9 off the top of my head in decimal form, same thing with 8 over 9, I do know that if you put them in the decimal form, it will give you 0.9 repeating. So that means, again, 1 equals 0.9 repeating, or 0.9 repeating equals 1. So mathematically speaking, this is impossible. Because 0.9 repeating never gets to the point of 1 because you just keep on adding 9s. As you can see clearly, right here. There's the first one. There's the second one. There's the mindfuck Pentagon. There's a little bit more proof. 0.9 repeating equals 1. So guys, hope you enjoyed the commentary. I'm as blown as you guys are, which is just ridiculous. So rate, comment, subscribe if you really feel like it. Grant, otherwise known as Mr. Octopi. Stay tuned for some trademarks of the mindfuck Pentagon, and have a great day. Signing out.